Am I back? Did it come back? Did it pop back on? Y'all see me, right? Oh, okay. It started back where it started from. I didn't have to redo anything, restart another show. Oh, really, Bob? Well, at least I didn't have to redo the whole show. It just kind of started from where it stopped off. Oh, hello, Maria. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're feeling better, baby girl. Had a little snack food, but I think we back. Um, I was talking to the people and I noticed I wasn't getting no feedback. So I was trying to see what was going on with my stream, and it wasn't working on my phone either. So I'm like, if it's not working on my phone, and then I looked at my laptop and that wasn't working either. So I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, if it's not working on my phone, what's going on? And it kept saying retry. It had a message talking about retry or something on my phone. So I'm like, something going on. So yeah. So it did start with this program. I seen there was some type of error on my phone because this is why I see the chat. This is how I can, watch the chat and talk to you guys by, because, I got this on Zoom. So, I can see the Zoom room and I look at the phone for the chat. So when I seen, then the thing kept saying retry, that little error thing come on my phone. I'm like, it's a problem somewhere. So it shut down all over, huh? Yeah, it wasn't so I know it wasn't with Zoom because it happened on my phone. and I didn't touch nothing. Yeah, that's what it was. It was blank and had a big old circle talking about retry. That's what I had on my phone too. Because I can see myself in the phone. Hello, Super. No, I'm always, messing with stuff, messing stuff up. So that's why I said, that's why I said, I ain't touched nothing. Most people get that joke who know me, get that joke. I didn't touch nothing. But so that happened universally. So I don't know what's going on, y'all. They're trying to cut us off. We better learn how to communicate telepathically very soon. They're going to cut us off. There you go, Maria. They're going to cut us off, y'all. We better learn how to do that real soon. We better power up and learn how to do that. They're going to cut us off. See how quick they did that? And we didn't know what to do for a minute, for a split minute. We were lost. See how lost we was. Yeah. So it make you think. It makes you think. How easy this can be taken away from us. Error. Maria and it was Maria who did a healing. Hello, Native. We got to learn how to read smoke signals first, Paul. I kind of need to let her tell it, but she assembled a healing that went very well. And I'm telling you guys, when we put our minds together, shortwave radios, really super, do they even still have those? Ain't those like antique? Mm. we put our frequencies together for one common purpose. It works. For one common good, it works. Now those they probably do still have, but they probably a little more up to date. I mean, trucks still got. Oh, do they still use those in trucks, or do they just use cell phones? I'm just asking, Maria. Oh, okay. I thought you was gonna come in, Maria. Um, I think the police still got their scanners. But yeah, but we just need to get on the same frequency. 411, the 411 frequency. Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he? He was doing that. Hello, Jamaica girl. Okay. All right, super. Look on the refrigerator. Okay. So, okay. My sidekick ain't here yet. I thought I was gonna get somebody to come in, and uh I think Gray Wolf gonna be here till 6 o'clock. I came in a little early. I didn't have nothing else to do. So yeah. You talking about landline? You have one of those landlines? I have no, not iPhone. I have a Droid, Android. I can't afford an iPhone. iPhones, iPhones are expensive. Oh, just the phone. You have the rotary. You got the push button one. I'm gonna have to. I had a Never know. Got to go back to those. We got to use our brains again. What was so and so number? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. I had all them numbers memorized. Now you better remember your own phone number. Have build up them brain muscles again. Um, well, he sounds happy. Popeye the Sailor Man. That's the song he's singing.
No vegetable boil. All I can see.
Interesting. That's my child. And that's the oldest one at that. Mm. And he's singing Popeye the Sailor Man. Oh, okay. That's fine, Robin. You know, Alex usually pop up sooner or later. He's singing Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm like, I know y'all hear that. He's just as fun and lovable. 29 years old. Mm. What am I gonna do with him? Oh, okay. I understand that. Well, at least your mom could use one. Mine one knew how to use a laptop. She 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 did her thing and I did mine. You know, I was the electronic freak and she was a car freak. She loved working on cars and I did electronics. So it kind of went hand in hand. I was the technician, she was the automotive. Tell me two females that could not put their heads together to get things done. That's who started my oldest son to working on cars before she passed away. She started him working on cars before she passed away. She I think the very first thing she started with was the starter. She showed him how to change the starter, and they kind of went from there. And he's been kind of peeling with cars ever since. Yeah, I never was a car person, and she never was a techie person. So we went hand in hand. Yeah. I think what it was, my grandfather used to work on cars. So as she grew up, that's what she was used to doing with him, working on cars as she was growing up. Um, and she took that on, and it came up in her. I think that's the only one of his children that kind of took that on, actually. And my son kind of got both. He got some of mine, and he got mama's now. He working on cars, and he got a little bit of mine. Because back in the days when I was really into tech, changing out hard drives, breaking down the computers, changing out the RAM and everything, I installed that into him. And so now he changes out hard drives and games, computers, um, all types of stuff. So, I don't do that no more. Um, but he does that. So not only is he tech, now he automotive. So he has both our skills combined together. So I feel like that's awesome. So everybody he's the to go to child. So everybody in the house or all of the children goes to him pretty much. But anything really. Car, game systems, everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't see that super. Like with groups that are pretty tight online, if ever the grid were to go be taken down or go down, might be a good idea to have a plan to meet up somewhere. Just saying. Yeah, I feel you on that. Oh, Robin. That probably my mama too. Yeah, we probably do maybe have some type of backup plan or something. Something in the works. Just like that little episode that just happened. Yeah, that really wasn't cool. How that just happened. That could have been permanent. That could have lasted all night for all we knew. Um, we might have to start punting some things and trying to see can we come up with some ideas or some backup plans? I'm texting Alex. If we don't wait too late. He shouldn't be at work this time of night, I don't think. Yeah, had to hold the light first. Dark matter hurricane. I got to look into that a little bit more. I mean, I didn't heard about it, but I'm not sure. You know what to think about it. Um, dark matter. I mean, I don't know whether that's just another fear porn thing or not. But I do believe that if enough people come together and start believing into something or start putting enough feeling into it, they will manifest it. Um, because I do believe in manifestation, and you put an idea in enough people's heads, I think you can manifest things that way because you start getting a lot of people start thinking about things and start, worrying and being scared of it. You could manifest something in that way. Um, yeah, but it's not just us here on Earth. We are only a few. That's the problem. We don't near about account for how many people are here on Earth.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm not doing the video because I look like a hot mess right now.
Girl, please.
And I'm trying to do my woo saw. My kid bit me. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, girl. So how's everything?
Everything's going fine.
That's beautiful. I was able to catch up on the video yesterday when you was on live.
Oh, okay.
Video down and then come back to it. And I'm like, understand everything you was going through. Believe me, I felt you.
Hello, Sarah.
I want to say thank you to Warrior Princess and everyone who helped me send out the love and healing to my little cousin. He's doing better. He's still in the hospital, but he's able to walk around. I sent you that video, Lois, and yes, much love.
Yes, yes. And we probably need to do it to send him another healing.
That's probably why I was having these headaches.
Yeah. Because we did kind of like feel weak and everything after that. And it just shows you, what type of frequencies we can have. That was powerful.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
And for a little while we had a whole YouTube shut down a few minutes ago just before you came in. I don't know whether you seen it or not.
Yeah, I seen it. That's wearing around the same time that my kitten bit me. I'm trying to figure out this YouTube. I'm going to my phone. It's saying retry error. And I'm like, what the hell? I go to my on the computer and it's saying the same thing. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And as soon as I said that, that's when my cat ran up from underneath my bed and just bit me on my right arm. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, and so I'm like, I know it wasn't me. So I went because I was looking at my phone. I'm like, well, I'm not touching the monitor. And I noticed I wasn't getting no responses. So I'm like, so when I looked at my phone and then I see retry, I'm like, well, I know it's not me. What's going on? So I'm like, oh well. And then when everybody else came on, they said they was having the same problem.
Wow.
I'm like, well, okay.
What you was talking about?
I was asking people questions about themselves.
Wow.
I was just asking, I think I was asking Spirit Mental, did she do chorus? And I was asking Paul, about himself. It was just, chit chat. And I noticed I wasn't getting no response. I'm like, have y'all left me? I know, right?
I heard you. I couldn't even respond. I'm like, wait a minute, I can hear you, I see you, but I can't respond.
So I didn't get no response for, it was a little minute that went through there and I didn't get no response or anything. I'm like, did y'all leave me? I'm like, because I ain't seen nobody saying anything. So I'm like, and I checked the other screen and I'm like, it's 17 people in the chat. So I come back over and I looked again. I'm like, no responses. So I clicked to refresh and then that's when I got the retry error on my phone. I'm like, well, what's going on? So I'm like, okay. Hello, Max.
Hi, Max. Hi, Alex. Maybe a whole bunch of people were streaming on YouTube. Maybe that's what it was. An overload.
Really?
I'm just right. I don't know. Maybe it was all the energies that we all have, and they knew that we were going to talk something serious.
Well, I'm talking about us. We were just chit chatting.
Wow. At least where Dr. Yodi was, everybody was having problems.
Yeah, because somebody said that with Trisha's channel, and hers was the same way.
Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So you learned a lot of mechanic issues, huh?
No, I didn't. My mama knew a lot of knew how to do that, not me.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a beautiful thing. My dad used to work on cars, and I would sit there as a little girl and watch him, and he'll tell me what particular tool that he needed, and I will pass it to him like a nurse would do to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a wrench, please. Pliers. Alex says he's in the Zoom.
Hello, Maria, Lois.
Hi, Alex.
Hello, Alex.
Yes.
I mean cauliflower. And broccoli.
Nice. Broccoli is good.
Yes, it
I
is.
don't like it. I don't like it. I don't eat it.
Oh, I love broccoli. I don't like cauliflower.
I love broccoli. I love cauliflower.
Mm-hmm. Just give me the broccoli and carrots and cucumbers, and I'm good.
Oh. Experimental says we have some low comets passing, causing a few planes to land. Electrical problems.
Oh, that's probably why my cat going crazy and.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe that's what's happening. No cheese. That'll mess up my taste.
I have to have ranch.
Huh.
I don't even like dressing on my salad.
Oh, I drown it with ranch. I'm a ranch person. Oh,
Okay.
Supernatural. Your is doing the same thing, huh?
Hmm?
It freaked me out because it's never did that before. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, compared to the YouTube went down.
Yes.
Yeah, I had that
And I
experience
didn't
last week.
The whole YouTube went down while I was doing right in the middle of my stream. I knew I was talking, and I realized I wasn't getting no feedback. And I'm like, did everybody leave me? I could still see it was 17 people in the chat, but nobody was talking back to me. So
That's interesting.
so when I was on my phone, when I tried to refresh my phone, it said error, retry. And my phone went haywire and it didn't want to pick up YouTube. Hello, ma'am. And that's when we figured out everybody's YouTube just went haywire at the same time.
Oh, that's strange. Maybe
When it
testing
came
something.
up, my Zoom picked back up right where it left off at. I didn't have to restart it or start over or anything. It just picked back up where it left off.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't notice any problems with YouTube today, but yeah, I was half the day not at home, so I didn't know.
So maybe that comment, the frequency of that comment must be pretty strong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It even affected the cat.
I wanted to skin it for a minute. I had a woosah. Oh my goodness.
But now you know what was wrong with the cat. It was
Yeah.
that frequency of the comment. It affected that frequency of that comment.
Lord. Well,
You
that
know, they
comment,
said
I
cats
hope
are,
that comment is a good thing because, Lord.
they said cats are really sensitive to that type of stuff.
Mm.
So, maybe that comment got a little too close for that cat's comfort.
I think so. Because it sure reacted. But my female cat, she's just sleeping like, okay, ain't nothing bothering me. It affected the male kitten.
I was gonna say.
Say it, Lois.
Well, the males always stress over little nothing. Us females know when it's time to panic.
There you go. Oh,
Oh my God. We know when it's time to panic. She knew it wasn't time to panic yet. And like, it's not time to panic yet. It ain't
right.
time.
You tripping. You're not going to get fed tonight.
well,
Oh goodness. That was that woman's intuition kicked in, like, it ain't close enough.
mm,
I'm going back to sleep.
Oh goodness.
hey Josie, peace. Hell out of Dutch.
Trying to get out of Dodge, huh? Where are we
The
going, Rob?
cat. The cat.
Oh, the cat. Oh, goodness.
Oh goodness. What do you feel about that gray matter, black matter, whatever? Alex, have you heard what's your thoughts? I know you know about it.
Um, that's what they're trying to create.
That's something they're trying to create.
Yeah, also, but they also trying to create a black hole. But every time with the machine with the hydro collider in Switzerland, they have more. In the US, there's few of those machines, but every time they try to start it up or get it to the maximum power, something goes wrong every
Mm-hmm.
time with the machine. I think
So,
it's some outside force influence them, so because they don't know what they're doing. And I also heard from black um, projects, you can say, deep projects, that they have succeeded. They opened the space-time to another dimension, and things has come true. But they haven't said much about that. So I think and the scientists that work on it had to regret what they have done. So I didn't hear anything more of that CERN, but there's more. The one in Switzerland is the public one that everybody knows about, but there are more. Same with the HARP. They have the HARP technology all around the world in like a line together. It's all coordinated. But I'm sure they have more. So So I don't know. I think they're just going to fail. That's my point. They're going to fail. They're trying to create a black hole. They're trying to get the stuff that binds all the universe together, that glue in the middle. You can say they're trying to get it, but they're going to fail. They have a wrong understanding of it.
So you feel like there's something they're just trying to create, manifest.
Yeah, they want to contain it. They want to hold it. But they're doing more than that. I think they're trying to open a portal or something to another dimension.
Well, isn't the universe made up of dark matter and dark
Yeah,
energy?
yeah.
Mm.
So they say. There's
What
a
is it?
stuff.
96%?
Yeah,
86.
it's like the opposite of what we have here. Matter and then antimatter. You see, it's coming out of space. Coming at us from space. Like Chukov's connecting the reasons and the Ireland UFOs, etc. No, I haven't watched the Ireland. Is there more UFO appearing in Ireland than normal? It could be there. I know. I think there's a few ley lines running through Ireland, so could be a high energy place. I know there's like a chapel in Scotland. You know for sure that chapel is on a ley line. There's a lot of activity there. Portal opening in the sky and those type of things. I forgot what's the name of the chapel, but that's one I like to visit. Yeah, they come. I don't know what's this is strange thing. That a lot of astronomers also have suddenly died and have like two coincidental accidents. It's two. I think they were killed. Why? Maybe they saw something in space and they weren't allowed to talk about it. What did they saw? Because astronomers look at space and stars, so and I don't trust anything that NASA said. That's a lie.
Right.
Oh yeah, Robin Hill. She's right. Oh, she got a name. Rosalind Chapel. Yeah, yeah. There's a very strange chapel in Scotland. Yeah,
There's a lot of
Rosalind.
messages. There's a lot of messages in there.
Oh yeah, there's a door they're trying to open, but they try with sound. They have a professor come to try to imitate the song or the frequency to open a door, but nobody has opened the door. I saw that like a long time ago. They were talking about the dude did a small show on it. It's more than 10 years ago. So I don't know how far they came with it or if they did something extra.
Wow. Like a Stargate.
Yeah, there's Stargate there.
Didn't they
Um,
say they found one in Israel and that's why all this commotion going on in Israel?
um, Talking about that, I know where, not in Israel. I don't know about maybe, it could be, but I know somewhere in the Middle East, in the ocean, not in the Persian Gulf. I don't know, one of the Gulf there. Think more in Saudi Arabia area. Yeah, they were like a natural portal that opened there, and U.S., the French, the Chinese, the Japanese, all of them send their boats there. That was too coincidental. And when I saw on the Google images there, you could have seen like the clouds in that area were like in a circular form. That was more than I don't know 7 years ago. I
Mm.
saw that. And what I understand, there was a natural portal that had opened there. There's many natural portal or Stargate, what you call it, around the world. You have natural one, you have man-made one.
Wow.
Mm.
So it could be that there's a portal also in Israel, what you mentioned. From what I understand, they found a natural like Stargate, like the one in the Stargate series in Iraq. They found one, an ancient one. I think also in Antarctica. Not sure about Antarctica, but the one in Iraq, I'm sure about.
Wow.
Do anybody know where these portals supposed to go to?
That's the
Or
thing. I don't know. Maybe because I saw a few of the series of Stargate. If it's like the series, then you have to know the coordinates of the stars to set the thing. So when you go, you know on which end you're gonna come. I don't know if it's like that, but
Maybe
I
like
know it.
galaxy, different planet, different dimension.
Yeah, I think most. Yeah, could also be different dimensions as long as with your density. But if it's not with your density, then you're gonna get screwed if your body cannot handle it.
hmm.
Oh, Robin heard about that too. Yeah, you dial them and as an operator, really old school, lol. Haha. Yeah, they found a castle. Also, they found a castle in Antarctica. There's a lot of things they're finding in Antarctica. They found a flash frozen civilization, beings that doesn't look like us. So they were flash frozen, then the temperature changed very quickly because what I saw on the map, Antarctica was like tropical weather. And look at it now, ice cold.
Wow.
So the temperature should, I think it went from like 30 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius, or yeah, or minus 20 degrees, 30 degrees Celsius in a few seconds. That the beings they're froze to death. So it
Well, they
changed very quickly.
definitely found some when they had all world leaders go to Antarctica and see what they found. I believe they also found technology.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
maybe a ship from way back that survived and it's still in there encased in that frozen state.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure yeah, they found a lot of things. There's
Hmm.
a, I know this because the Nazi in 1933 they already had like base there in Antarctica. They call it New Schwabenland. So what I know now is still active. About I don't know 2 to 4 million Germans there,
Hmm.
but that's one city. There's more. Most of them, or all of them, is on the ground.
Wow.
There, there was a document that leaked out that where you can go with a submarine to the entrance, but you have to, yeah, you need a submarine can dive about 200 meters, then you enter and you go few meters forward and up and down, and you come to the other side, to the I think to the base or the inner Earth civilization. But I understand when they first sent a submarine there, the Germans found it and they sent a message back to Germany. Yeah, they found an inner Earth civilization and they are not coming back. So they stay there. But then, yeah, they sent other fleet and built a base there. But the first one didn't want to do anything with the war, just stay there. Yeah, the people are more advanced.
Mm.
Mhm.
Do anybody get any strange sensation like, when they look at a wall or something, they see like a wave or something, like the wall is trying to move or something? Do anybody get that sensation?
Only when I'm on acid or yeah.
Oh no, no, no,
Alex.
no, Alex, no,
Oh,
Alex.
natural Alex. That's just
Yeah. Or mushroom.
Oh no, Alex.
Yeah.
No, my
I can't with you.
mind.
Hey, my brain is still functioning. But did anybody have that sensation but natural then? What Lois is describing? I just have, like late at night, I get high pitched noise in my ear, mostly the left, and it jump one ear to the other. Tee, tee, tee.
Expanded perceptions. I guess possibly it just seems weird to see like part of the wall move back in place.
What about
I
it's
know, Robin. Can't take Alice nowhere.
Why not?
Mm,
I tested for you guys.
for real? Let me know.
Yeah.
But maybe it's like another dimension, Lois, that you're seeing, like another plane of existence, and you're actually seeing that.
I don't know. It just seems strange sometimes. The like part of the wall is moving back in place. It like it moved out of place and it's moving back in place, or part of the door is moving back in place, or something. It don't happen a lot, but when it do happen, I notice it's like a section is moving back in place.
Wow.
And I'm just, I ask questions because I want to do other people have the same thing going on with them or whatever. To be the energetic or the aura field.
Yeah, supernatural, maybe it, binaural beats that has a lot of function.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah,
supernatural. About the spirit world is the unseen and past the veil of this reality.
Horseshoe shaped things
some
everywhere.
people can see them
Spinning
walking.
spirits in their thoughts running fast. No, you ever see the movie Inception? It has some moving walls. LOL.
That's
Inception.
from Leonardo DiCaprio, I think.
Yeah.
I,
I
I,
don't know, but
I saw it. I don't remember it. It was like a dream in a dream or something movie. Sorry. A good movie, I think.
It was like
was
he
he
kept
crazy?
right.
No, I don't. I don't know. I ain't watched TV in so long.
Maybe we should do a movie night. I don't know if YouTube is okay with that.
Right. We all watched the movie
Similar to the Matrix,
first.
but dream touring.
Yeah, we can watch movies together on Zoom, like informational movie or something. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Ah, Yeah, Robin. I thought it was something else. It was like a flying ant.
It was a flying ant.
Yeah, they have here that here, flying ant.
Okay, so I went crazy then. I know I seen something.
Yeah.
I'd rather
Okay.
see a flying ant than a flying cockroach.
I just let know I seen something. Just long as everybody saw what I saw, I'm good.
Yeah, I saw it too. I thought it was
Cause I
like, what
looked
the hell?
up and you like right there in front of it. I'm like, I know something just passed in front of him. I know I ain't crazy. Like, man, I hope somebody else saw that too.
Yeah. So you guys are not crazy. It was a bug.
Okay. As long as everybody on the same page, I'm good.
You know, also a movie is good to watch. It came out in 1988 from John Carpenter. Um,
Hello,
they
Mountain Girl.
they live. A lot of true into that.
Oh.
It's free on YouTube, actually. You can watch it on YouTube.
We just chit chatting, talking about some everything, Chad.
Yeah.
That's the glasses and the signs and stuff, right? Right, right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Obey, consume, LOL. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's from They Live, the movie They Live. When the guy wear glasses, it sees through the commercial and
All the
propaganda.
negative people. Yeah.
Oh, Dark City? I never heard of that. Ah, I'm gonna watch it then. Thanks, Supernatural.
Maybe I need to start by watching TV. I don't know. I do not watch TV. Good to see you too, girl.
Hey, peace, Molten Girl. No, but these are like movies, no? Movies with, you can say, messages. Like, you want to see a scary movie with also the real footage on the side. They have an acting. Hey, most is acting, but it's based on real events. It's called
Okay.
the Four Kind.
The
Oh,
four
maybe
kind.
not. Huh? Sorry?
Four kind.
Yeah, but the fourth
Oh,
kind. But maybe that is too heavy. That goes about abduction that happened in Alaska in 2001.
I watched a real good movie yesterday called Alien Overlords. And it's about this man who had a best friend that for many years he worked for the Men in Black, and he wrote a memoirs and on his deathbed, and guess he tries to make, try to let people know, and he winds up missing his wife winds up missing, and comes out that the daughter-in-law was one working for the government trying to keep him, shut and not letting the public know. It was
Mm.
really 76 minutes long.
Wow.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna check that too.
Yeah, it was really good.
Inky and what you say? Oh,
Yeah, they live. Take out the transmitter. The audio transmitter. In this reality, what's the transmitter? Where is the frequency coming from?
Right.
I think it's coming from the moon.
Hey, Grey Wolf. We chit-chatting. No worries, no worries. We talking about all type of stuff. Even the comment that just hit through and knocked everything off for a minute.
Oh yeah, that's true. Supernatural, they mentioned that with the language that the beings were talking, they traced it back to Sumerians. Yeah, it was a very good docu/movie.
I don't think I got Davis, Grey Wolf. I don't know who that is right off the bat. You got to let me know. I don't know everybody, baby.
I'll be right back.
I just recently, my crew was gone and I had to go find them. And hold on, I lost my chat. Wait, where you go? Dang it. Oh, I thought you was coming in now. Plenty of thing. Okay, at right. And oh,
Hello? All right. There we go.
I didn't know you was
Hi, Grey Wolf.
Hey, Greg.
I didn't look up, baby. I'm so sorry.
No worries. No worries.
I'm just dialing the number in and I'm like, Zoom. I looked up, I'm like, oh.
Hey, thank you for having me. I know you've invited me a bunch of times. I'm kind of shy.
Really?
Aw,
I can't tell.
Man, so if you guys let's hear some of the topics you guys are talking about. We're going wild over there about
the black hole, oh my goodness.
You see, that's why I always think that me and you just think on the same brain too. The reads are always exactly what I go through. We were just talking about black holes, dark matter, CERN, the dark spirit.
Yeah, that's what we just got you talking about. Alice was just explaining that they let something in about the portals, talking about the different portals. Discovered all over the place. Yeah, I mean, we're just talking.
Actually, what all that CERN is, I'm going to show you real quick. I have a large hadron collider right here at my desk. And every ancient, we were talking about this, like Stonehenge, Egypt, the pyramids, Mayans. There's pyramids in Milwaukee that haven't been uncovered. This is
we heard about
hadron collider. This is all it is how you communicate to the other dimensions and use the sun as a bring in the divine spirits and the black sun as get rid of the illusion. So that's crazy. I love how this collective thing works.
Right. Awesome.
So who are we all in with? I can only see where your princess. I can only see you, princess. Who else is here?
Oh, Maria, she don't want nobody to see her because she's not presentable.
I'm a hot mess.
I'm a hot mess too. That's a compliment.
And Alice had to go do something real quick. He'll be back.
All right. Hang on, I'll be right back. I got something for Maria.
Okay.
Cool.
Uh-oh, where'd it go?
I love this collective in a diverse way. Love the diverse ways. There's always someone else that always has something to bring insight, you know?
Oh, yeah.
This is what we wear when we don't want to be seen.
Oh, my goodness. Let's go.
I like the helmet. That's cool.
My son got me this because, I've always been into the Vikings and Warriors thing, so he got me that. I actually went for a walk around my neighborhood with it on one day. I was expecting people to freak out. People are actually really friendly.
Oh, you thought I was going to freak out?
When I went around my neighborhood, I went on my little nature walk in the daytime with it on. And I was expecting everybody to be like, what the hell? But no, people were like waving and being real cool about it.
That's a cool mask. Why would they? Like, that's a cool mask. I want one of those.
It was cool. I had fun too. I was pretending, which is how every start of a vision or shamanic journey should happen. This is the peaceful way into your meditative journey. You pretend at first, and you build up the energy of joyous, fun, childish energy. And I was pretending that I was a Viking warrior on a mission through my lands to find new discoveries. And then once the actual energy is built up, you open up what I like to call is like us being the one wheel on the physical, and it spins infinite wheels all the way up to the source wheel. And so this is how, once the energy is built up, you'll receive positive, prosperous downloads, and you'll see it in nature, and it's a trip because like the trees come alive, the gods kind of push the clouds out of the way, and they look down at you, and you get it's awesome. So everything starts with joyous imagination, and you end up becoming a true warrior.
Yeah, all you needed was your spear.
Yeah, well, I do have my spear, my cane.
Oh, snap.
I have my short staff and my long staff. So.
Wow.
And usually I'll do these at night. But that day in particular, I just decided, let's freak everybody out. Why not? Nobody talks to me anyways out here.
Well, join the ragging.
So what do you guys do?
Hey, how you doing, neighbor? That's pretty much it.
Yep, same here.
Yeah. Every time I talk to a neighbor, I always do a back look when I get about 30 feet away, and I'll look back and that phone will be up in their hand. And then you can intuitively pick up it's really sad that people have a great conversation with somebody and turn around and tear them to shreds on their phone. But oh well, that's people. It happens. But so what have you guys been up to?
Oh, we haven't been into nothing. Just living.
Yeah, okay.
Trying to become more enlightened,
right?
More spiritual.
You want to know a cheat sheet to that? A cheat sheet to being more enlightened is to really purge your rage every now and then.
Well, I ain't gonna argue with that one.
Right?
Right.
There's a wonderful feeling. Like I like to do certain things, like go out into the desert and like or smash rocks and find minerals in the rocks. Anything to just get some frustration out. Feels so uplifting afterwards. You didn't hurt anybody. You're not in a dangerous situation, but you truly just smashed out all the frustration. It's like a wave of bliss comes over.
Yep. I do that with my punching bag.
I miss my heavy bags. Oh, wow.
Yes, you got to. You can release all that pent up frustration and anger that you have and release it to something good, which is, that punching bag.
That's right. And
Not
that
hurting
never
nobody.
comes back.
And at the same time, while you punch, you just yell out.
Uh-huh. I actually, before I went on with Davey, I uploaded a video called Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, right? And basically, it's just some cheat sheets. It's some cheap tactics that I've used during some of my lowest points. And what ended up happening is like this is how you end up connecting to people's cell phone calls, their text messages.
Wait a minute. Your connection was just like staticky right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I put out a video on what I've used to kind of
Gremlin, stop.
speed up the process of your downloads and actually filter out the disinformation ones that will try to catch you into a loop. And what it entails is basically learning how to turn the internet consciousness to your favor. Well, what does happen when you do start this is you start to pick up people's phone calls. You start to pick up satellite messages. I've had a lot of problems with the law, so I pick up their dumb surveillance. And you have to learn to filter all that out and kind of walk naked in clothing. Like understand that you are now connected to everything in existence. So it gets a little hectic, but after you filter through it and you learn how to push things to their sides and filter out, like I was saying, turning away from somebody and hearing their intent as they type it in their phone and then having that come into your mind. So I put video out and basically all you do is you use your two tarot cards. I put the Tijuana on my cell phone and I played music only. I wasn't communicating on my cell phone during this whole week.
What's interfering with your sound?
Oh, really?
Yes.
Damn it. See, that I had me down a little bit of this.
Stop it, Gremlins. I'm about to burn some sage too. And some Palo Santo.
And we'll put the Shingrate on it. So, all right. Well, anyways, it's on the thing that I just uploaded called Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, and it's like a way to speed up your connectivity and learn how to filter out the money trap, the chase, and learn how to draw everything that's progressing and prosperous for you to you. So you're never on pursuit of like what they want us to be on pursuit of. They want us to chase and lose our stability so that way it's easier to manipulate. And I just basically started by putting a Tijuana room on my phone and putting a song that, you know, of course, this one song would open a playlist of coinciding songs. And as I put the Tijuana room on there, my phone sat on a shelf, and I would let the music play, and I would sing the song vocally. But inside, I would send out my intent of what I needed to emotionally cleanse and purge. And then deep down in the unconscious, you ask for guidance through this. And then what happens is you turn the internet's whole agenda towards control and manipulation to prosperous and teaching. So when you get to the point where you don't ever have to search for anything, all knowledge will be available as you come out of visions. You don't ever have to question anything you receive, because if you don't trust the internet, you go outside, it's in nature, it's in the cloud, it's in the earth, the animals, and then when you use your tools, they're 100% linked. This is why I never follow the definitions in these, although sometimes what I pick up intuitively is what the definition says. There's connection to being that one collective soul with in tune with all your surroundings. So like after this talk, I could go outside and there might be stars up by that point, and I can look at a certain star constellation and I'll receive energies, or clouds will form, or I'll receive signals from the planets like Saturn or Mercury or Jupiter. And these things, so it's just turning the internet, relating it with the web of life that naturally exists in our universe. And that's what, you know, these, when we're talking about these panels, that's why I'm teaching how to build a mass, you know.
Right. You're still being staticky. A lot of people can't hear you. I have one suggestion. Maybe this is what it is. Your spirit guides are so strong, they're standing by you and probably causing that interference. Tell them just to stand back just a little bit so your word can be spread.
Right. Okay. Is that a little better?
You need it right now? Hold on. I'll be right back, you guys. I gotta drop my son off.
Okay. Is this a little better?
It's still staticky.
Oh, wow.
I know. Some don't want you to speak. I think it's just some don't want you to speak.
Yeah, that happened. This actually happened over in Davy's room too.
I rise together to try to get whatever is causing you not being able to speak.
Alright. Okay, this happened in Davy's room too. I actually got kicked out of the call, and then I got overwhelmed by just a force of stop. But you know, it's all going to be in these filtered classes. I want everybody to be able to productively use what we're receiving right now to benefit them the most best way. And, you know, damn, I guess we'll just have to go into it through uploads. I even get it when I do live streams now, that's why I have to uploads. So, maybe we'll do some reads, that'll make them happy.
Can y'all still hear me all right?
I can hear you. Am I still static?
Everybody in the chat, can y'all still hear me all right? Okay.
Am I kind of staticky still.
Trying to help send that negative energy up out my chat.
Right. I got mine. Okay. Let's reach for a mantra. All right. Let me know if it gets a little better. So how was your day?
It was pretty good.
Yeah. You know, I gotta say one thing, every morning I look forward to seeing your reads. It's awesome. It's like you would tell a read that I literally just went through a journal. It's so cool. Did you get a chance to do any just walking in like a local park or anything?
You did not. Oh, I thought you froze. Whew.
You know, it's happened in babies too, and it wasn't so much a negative thing. It was more like a don't go too much yet. Just we're about to, by this full moon, we're going to actually have a wave of consciousness unlike before. You'll notice that your intuitive skills will be heightened. Your connectivity to people, like, we talk about the same things all the time. You will start hearing all of us, everybody who's in this collective, in your minds. And then you'll see later on that it was a part of what they were saying for the day. So I think it's just to take a gentler step on it. I have one of those walk into awakening like type presentations. So, what are your guys' thoughts on these black holes and stuff?
Say that one more time.
What are your guys' thoughts on like the black holes and the
they was talking about in the chat about the tornado, I think, with the black tornado or whatever they was talking about. I'm not really familiar with that one. I've heard about it, but I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah.
And I think Alice was saying that it's man-made.
I gotta say it's man-made.
Dark matter. I'm sorry, dark matter.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Adam.
dark matter. And see, like we were just talking about this in the room. All the ancient groups were saying how the the actual divine gods were trapped, locked, imprisoned into darkness, and then told that they were demons. And then what really happened is the whole, since last Capricorn, the last time, I mean, this is billions of years ago, but millions of years ago, the last Capricorn cycle is when this happened. The divine gods got put into darkness for the deception to come through to what we appear to see as light. There's really an age of deception, deceit, control, manipulation, monetary purposes, and what we've seen and what we're coming out of in the Pisces era. So, and it really, like, okay, I haven't heard anything. I don't look for news on those things, but I know a lot of people have. But the day that I woke up from a dream, I just woke right up into Milky Way's talk about this. I turned on my phone, it was live, and they were talking about the Dark Matter Hurricane. Well, in this dream, I had built a dream house. It was by a lake, and it had a beautiful pool. And all I wanted to do was sit naked by the pool. And I come home from work, and there was everybody in the neighborhood, all these just cleaning and trying to take from our house was in my house. And I'm like, what is this? Is this all you want? There's people around all the time. And she said, no, my wife said, no, I don't understand. We just overran the house. I heard a voice that said, thank you. Both of your honesty will be rewarded. And a black tornado spun through the whole land, and all those deceptive people disappeared. And then of course, I got naked and sat next to my pool, and I watched the lake. And I woke up, and Brian's talking. I turned on, and Brian's talking about this dark tornado. So what I see, right, is like dark matter. All the Luthers say how the ancient gods got imprisoned in darkness. And that's why, like in the North, they have the resurrection of Baldur, the Celtic, the resurrection of St. Munoz, Jesus, the resurrection of the soul. Everything's talking about this. So the way I see it is the dark matter is right, the veil is very thin, and it's about to take the illusion of the light off of the deception and pull it back to what we were truly meant for. And that's why everybody's having this waking up consciousness that the divine are trying to say, hey, you guys have been cheated, let's give you back what you were truly meant to be. And we'll have this for the next 5,000 years. So with that dark matter hurricane, I do see it as everything is conscious awareness. So I see it as our true purposes are coming to light. And right now we're at an interesting time in life where we're actually coming up on our sister sun, the black sun, and we're right even with it. So imagine the sun is like a portal to sun within, these, all these circles and pyramids and energy vortexes to pour in the divine spirits and the channeled messages. And the black sun that we're lining up with now is the output of the negative. It's like sucking away all the bad. And this will happen for about 5,000 years, and we will start separating again. And we'll end up being more, we'll go back into the dark age again, because that's even on the zodiac wheel, that's how it's laid out. The zodiac wheel will have Saturn in Aquarius, and Saturn in Capricorn, Jupiter in Pisces, and Jupiter in Sagittarius. And yeah.
Hey, sorry, I just came back, but
Alex.
Your audio is, I cannot follow you. I try to, but can you restart the thing? Or your audio is not good.
Oh, you can't hear another.
I just don't know what you just said. I don't know. It is like interference.
I'm hoping it fixes itself, but it don't seem like it's gonna start. It's gonna straighten up.
and how to do this other than learn how to pull you into mine. Or I have a few hackers that I don't like dealing with. And I don't know. I've done everything I can here.
Check the audio software. Crystal Blue Persian says Archons. Yeah, will be the Archons. Stupid Archons.
Damn, so that whole thing is just all static, huh?
Yeah, it's staticky.
Fuck. Alright. Yeah, let me get off. It's gonna be in my uploads. This happened just right now in babies too. I'll try to fix this. Figure I'm gonna call a couple friends and find out how to fix this interference.
Maybe just restart. Just restart.
Oh, restart the call.
Restart. Yeah, restart everything. Just that.
Okay. All right. Let me see how do I do that. Okay.
Yeah, hopefully he will be back with a good sound.
I've been hoping it'll just straighten itself out, but I can hear some of what he's saying though.
Hey, Mary. It's when I touch my C. Huh.
Don't let your mind wander too much now, Alex.
Sorry? No,
Don't let your mind wander too much now, Alex.
C. Yeah, I'm thinking on the piano, C minor and those type of things. Maybe I'm wrong.
Mute. Unmute.
You need to unmute yourself.
All right. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. So, dark matter hurricane. I think it's the old mythos about the divine was cast out into darkness, and the luminance that we see now is the deception. So it is consciousness, and it's coming back to like siphon out the false deception of light that we see now and bring forth the actual true divinity of what we were meant to be. So, but of course you're going to have people putting fear tactic spins on it. All mythologies say these same things. Norse, Vedic, Christians, Buddhists, Aztecs, Mayans, Indians. It's like I was saying, the sun would be like an incoming portal where we're drawing in spirit from the sun, and we're right now lining up with our black sun, and that would be the output of all the deception. Like two vortexes, one feeding in and one siphoning out. And this hasn't happened since the last Capricorn era. This is when we actually went into darkness. So now that we're entering Aquarius, we're entering back into the actual golden divine light. We'll have 5,000 years of this, and then it'll start leading back into another Sagittarian age where we go back into darkness.
Yeah, the cycle.
Yeah.
When do you think it enters Sagittarius? Is it in 2024? Because then I know Pluto is right now in Capricorn. It started in 2008 and it's going to end 2024.
I think by next year.
Next year?
I think by next year, seriously. Next year, Jupiter will be in, I believe, Capricorn. Because, Jupiter's in Sag. Next year, Jupiter will be in Capricorn. And that's when we're going to get the fight between Saturn and Jupiter. Kronos and Zeus, Odin, or Thor and Loki, and all the mythos, all of them, Indra and Kali and Shiva. That's when we'll have that war again, and then it'll come out, and we'll be all light. We'll have our true divinity. The tools won't be needed, like tarot cards. You won't need them. You'll be talking to people through their minds, and it'll be truly an age of divinity. And that's what I see these black tornadoes is the gods that have been imprisoned in darkness and called demons. They're actually coming through, and they're awakening the light within all of us. And what will happen is this false illumination will fall. And we'll be back upon a great time for 5,000 years. It's just, all signs point to that. Even when I go on visions, these are the things I get. I've gone on visions where I try to jump into the sun, and I end up coming back out of this other portal, and it's just crazy. There's things that I don't even understand when I come out of these visions or these messages. Or like right now, my ear on fire ringing, but like the good one.
Yeah, I get that too. On your left ear.
Yeah. Left is the receiving. Whenever I get on left, I know it's either good or it's like, if it hurts, it's like, hey, whoa, slow down. If I get on the right, I know it's like some form of attack type thing. It's crazy. But yeah, that's what I think about the dark matter and all these portals and stuff. They're just a master wheel like I've built here. Like every place had these ritual sites. They would have like you figure Stonehenge, right? There's only those one stones. There's still another like 6 more layers of circles around Stonehenge, all at deeper depths. Every monolithic site from the ancients has these circles. Egypt is a solar system. They line up with Mercury, Mars, Venus, the Sirius, and the Sun. And there's, you got to know the math how to do it, but that's what these wheels are for. They're just ritual sites. And what we're doing is drawing that divinity down from the sun into our universe or our solar system to waken up consciousness.
Nice.
I like the Guy Fawkes mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use it for protest.
Right on. Cool. Oh, you weren't here earlier. I use this one.
I go with this.
Yeah. Nothing to get rid of those archons and knees. Hell yeah.
The Phoenix.
Yeah.
Do anybody, heard anything about the Phoenix rising again?
Well, then we can take that whole dark matter. What does the Phoenix rise out of? Darkness and becomes that firing light.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this whole thing could be interpreted as the Phoenix story as well.
Yeah.
Because, what's your thoughts? What you finna say, Alex?
I don't know. On the Phoenix, is maybe I think they say it's a mythical creature. I saw a few pictures people had taken of the bird. It looked like a bird on fire, and it's waving its wings. So I don't know if it was real or not, but it symbolized a reborn of something coming out stronger.
You're saying people have seen a Phoenix?
Yeah.
Whoa, where's this at?
Somewhere in the U.S.
See, I never turn on TV, news, or I don't even search for shit like that.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't think you will get it on the news. But the same with the story of the Thunderbird. More people have seen that.
I've got one word for that. Or no?
Nothing, Mary. It doesn't sort of
Project,
baby.
Those are Project Bluebeam.
No. Thunderbird is different. That's not Project Blue Bean. That I'm 1000% sure. That bird is real. It flies
Really?
with. Yeah, you have to dig. You have to search it. Thunderbird, a Native American thunderbird.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
it's Native
bird.
Americans.
Yeah, that's for century. Hey, Desert and Anna, what's
Oh,
up?
hello, Raven. I didn't see you, sweetheart. Now I'm talking about the Earth being pregnant and giving birth. You
Yeah, that's
know,
another story.
yeah,
That's yeah, with the eggs and I
yeah.
think Mary sent me a video of that, but yeah, I don't know
You
about
know,
that.
I never believed about the world having like another source of light inside of it till this year. I, I actually went there through a shamanic journey and I was taken away. I'm like, whoa, it's not a sun like you would imagine, but it is a source of light. It's incredible. It's weird. And I don't know how to describe it there except for the oceans do not flow like we see. They kind of flow side, like inwards from the sides, inwards and outwards from the beach, like as if they're flowing on all four different streams. It was weird. I mean, you know, it could be all speculation because it was just on a meditative journey, but when I go to these places, they feel so real. I don't know how else to take it, but
It's
every
really
time I have, these things been real. Is
it's
that
really
Thunderbird on YouTube?
what the Thunderbird?
Yeah.
You can find things about it, yeah, on YouTube, yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah,
I'm trying to Google it and I
and
can't.
Anna said it's a mythological bird, the Thunderbird. But yeah, they say mythological meaning is a myth, you know, but yes,
Oh, okay.
but it's
Like ISIS. Yeah, the same thing as ISIS.
Who?
I see it now.
The bird is real. I know it's for real. I haven't seen it, but I know it's real. Like the reptilians, I haven't seen them, but I know that they're real.
Well, yeah, that's just like the white buffalo too of the Lakota tribe they've been talking about since the late '90s. They've had a white buffalo every year that symbolizes a drastic change. Yeah, you know what? That's just wow. Okay, that Thunderbird is the same Thunderbird that the Nazi Party used on their as their goal or their eagle.
Yes and no. No, I don't think it was a Thunderbird. No.
Well, it just has the same sigil, and like we were talking about the Nazis too, and how they were really funded by the Banner House, the Rothschild, the Empirism, the Federal, you know.
Prescott Bush founded. He found both sides of the war. Prescott Bush, the grandfather of the George W. Bush.
Yeah. Yeah. When we were talking like this over in Davies, I was getting shut down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's documented. It's like the project of Operation Paperclip, Operation High Jump.
Mm-hmm. We were bringing up all of those too over there.
Also, Operation Mockingbird of the CIA.
I don't know what this one was called, but remember when they were shooting rockets up into the sky trying to penetrate the firmament or the radiation belt? I always thought it was a firmament, but and we were getting into some weird topics about that. Like, do you believe anybody's actually left this planet?
Yeah.
I
didn't come back.
They didn't come back, right?
But there's stories like the Vril Society of the psychic women that were the medium for Hitler and the beings from Aldebaran. What I understand, they left Earth. They
never came back. They couldn't. Once you, like, we were talking about this, the alien abduction theories, and I was in a chat and I heard Heidi ask about it too once. Heidi Vandenberg, do you believe that people get alien abducted? And no, because the grays, what we see, they live inside the Earth. And the abduction theories are ways of communication, because they've been intermingling the genetics from these ant people, the Hopi, you see the ant people, the insect people, the Nagas, the serpent people from below. And they've been, genetically blending them with humans, because some say that humans are the aliens. And that's what they're getting. They're getting like a shamanic journey, but more like, they're communicating directly with their grays from inside the Earth. And like the ones that actually come here, when you do leave the planet, there is no coming back. Once you leave this dimension, unless you're only doing it through meditations. And then I know you've heard of this. You know how people meditate, the shaman masters, they meditate, the yogis, and they disappear, and they're never to come back. They only come back as apparitions, or, you'll see like those, we call them light beings, but really what they are is like they're poking through the veil, so they'll have all kinds of the prismatic features streak through there, and they're like easiest way to describe it is like what we think of as a hologram, but they come through the veil, and that's the dimensions. Those are true aliens. Those are like people who have departed, ascended masters that leave here, and they're no longer a physical form. So what we see when people get abducted with these aliens is either chemical testing through pharmaceuticals and drugs, psychosomatic manipulation, hypnotism, or actually people channeling the Nagas or the Hopis, ant people, or the gods from below. And yeah, that's awesome. That's how I view it anyways. And I do believe they've sent probes out of this atmosphere, but I don't think, because there are little spots you can leave through this, whatever, the firmament, radiation belt, whatever they call it. There's spots you can exit, but no human can really withstand that. A human body isn't made to withstand that.
Withstand what? The pressure, frequency?
Yeah, the pressures, the weathers, the extreme cold. There's nothing you can build that will hold out there. It will either crush, freeze, heat, and cook those people. No matter what they did, you could insulate the hell out of it. It's not going to help. My theory is, it's just a theory, they have drugs that the government tests on people that you can literally live an entire lifetime. And it's within 1 minute or a 60-second period here. But you actually experience a lifetime, like in this illusion that they've gave you this chemical substance for. I'm physically holding this sigil, right? But I'm actually sitting in a chair somewhere under a sedative hypnosis state. And I really think I went here. And they have ways of interpreting your neuron firing and creating images out of it. And from there, it's only a matter of brushing up the picture, clearing it up, and saying, hey, look, we got video. We're just recording somebody's dreams. This happens. This happens to us even today. 5G's got a lot to do with it. They want to see what we're tapping into. And, that gets into a whole other crazy theory. Those are just theories, but I know that these drugs exist. I know that these tests exist.
With the 5G, the only thing I saw differences when I turn off the modem, I remember my dream better, or the entire dream. And when the modem is on, I get bits and pieces, or I don't remember it.
those bits and pieces that, you know, you're only getting a little bit, the rest of it, they're documenting. Dude, bro, I went on a little journey. I made a potion, and I ended up coming out of the body and seeing what they see through these magnifying things, like, you know, their surveillance from satellites or whatever. They can see the colors of your frontal lobe light up when you stimulate. Like, okay, let's just do it for gamble addiction parts, right? And I'm on a slot machine, right? And boom, I get happy because I won. They can see that light up. They can see frustrations right here on the sides of the brain where the two brains aren't connecting. They can see the unconscious mind. They can see your body heat when you're excited, euphoric, when you're erotic, when you're angry, when you're confused, lost, scared. And all it takes is just overlaying another layer of light, and now you have a matrix of an illusion. Like, it's all just smoke and mirrors. So, I mean, and still, I wish I could bring video cameras when I go on these journeys, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, I've also dove inside, and I saw that anything outside of this body has no color, and everything is inside here as like some form of wavy substance. And this morning, I learned about CERN. They've been doing their particle colliders with lead, and the images that they're producing were actually visions I went through this last week or two. I was kind of blown back. I was taken back by it because literally exactly what I saw. And not that they're doing it. These are alignment times. Their ritual is just technology. My ritual is stars, earth, and, you know, runes or galders or mantras. Theirs is typing in numbers on a keyboard. So it's all just, this is all just meant to happen. And it's not nothing bad. We're just coming upon a time of the ever knowing. I feel like I'm talking too much. Your guys' turn.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Wait, I'm gonna light this up. I don't have a lighter.
You know what? I'll join you with that. I'll be right back.
I'm messing with Johan. Who's that? Johan? Who's that? Who said that one? Aurora. I'm just joking, Aurora. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, baby. Don't get mad at me. I'm just joking, baby.
What's that?
I'm just joking, Aurora. Don't cuss me out.
Hey, I got an experiment. I'm going to take 2 puffs really quick. I want you or Alex, either one, to hold a thought in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hold that thought in your mind, after I take a couple puffs, I'm going to pull from this book.
Okay.
And this is going to kind of simulate the illusion of reality. Like all the presidents being ciphers for the agendas of their term. But let's do this. All right.
All president. Huh?
It's right there. How you missed it?
All presidents, but one was not related to each other. All presidents but one.
Yeah. Well, on a side note from that, the president's names are word magic to get permission for what their agenda for their presidency term was going to be. So when you know that it's just word magic, was there ever a president or did we simulate it? Theodore Roosevelt. Scramble those words and you get the order rose the veil. William H. Taft. You scramble and rearrange those words, you get Will of I-N Toth, T-H-O-T-H. Woodrow Wilson. Woe, odd row, the will of sun. Warren Harding. War recovery ends hard in government. Now that's right around the time of the Wall Street crash. Herbert Hoover. Her be right, hardship over. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Anne Frank lives in Soviet. Roll cipher story. And then the message of that was the diary of Anne Frank was a cipher for the Soviets. Harry S. Truman. How a rise to true men after the German War. Dwight Eisenhower. Dig with wise new power. John F. Kennedy. Jeff need die on face kill. Lyndon Johnson. Lid on subject. Heat disclosed. Richard Nixon. Rid chart. Scion renew. Gerald Ford. Alternate form. Generate recovery document. Ronald Reagan. No radial Germans. George W. Bush. Bush Gorge. White House CIA takeover. William J. Clinton. With LLIM. Join CIA in note. So I don't know who LLIM stands for, but they're supposed to join in a CIA note that we'll probably never know about. George W. Bush. Rearrange White House business. Hussein. Barack Obama. Barricade American in Iraq. Bomb operative assassins. Donald J. Trump. Join alternative triumph. And Donald is totally an alternative to politics. He's definitely a wild card. So like with knowing something like that, knowing that word magic, let's say if you work with mantras, you can say a certain mantra, and if you're using it for pure intent, you'll have a wonderful experience going to a new land, learning new people, seeing things as physical reality. But you come back. So knowing about word magic. Now we take a look at politics. They 100% know about word magic. We know that this world is not as real as it says it is. It's a very, very deep illusion of a matrix. Dark matter could be us trying to break our spirit out of this hypnosis state, this altered reality. So when we look at all those things and take them into factor. Now, hold something in your minds.
Yeah. Lois first?
Huh?
Lois first?
Okay. Lois, hold something in your mind. Just say yes when you're ready.
What? Like what?
Anything.
Anything?
Yeah, anything. Oh, anything you don't want said on live. So, like, don't tell us what color underwear you're wearing.
Okay.
Oh yeah, for desert. No, it wasn't John Adams. It was Armin van Buren. I think Robin got it right. Van Buren. He was the only one that his native language wasn't English. It was Dutch.
Oh, see, I didn't go back that far on my presidents.
I think it
was.
Oh,
the Dutch. We were talking about this too, how the Freemasons derived from the ancient travelers of, they were the Vikings, but they were actually the Northmen. Before anybody knew where these people originated from, all they knew is they came from the north. They ended up spreading down through Dutch, Europe, the actual Norse were the inhibitors and rulers of Great Britain and France. And then going through all the lands, they became and gathered more. They used to share information. There was no difference in culture to anybody back in these times. And then the order was built out of them of Freemasons. And we were talking about that, the Knights Templar, everything going against the church, how it all derives back from an ancient Crusaders. All right, Lois, tell us if you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Let's see here. It turned out that Olds and Milner had inserted a right next to the nucleus accumbens. Never mind. Maybe I'm too high. This is... That didn't make sense. I was going to use the Book of the Disordered Mind. Because in this book, as I've done this a few times, let's see. Here we go. Psychoanalysis and the New Biology of Mind. During the first half of the 20th century, psychoanalysis provided remarkable new insights into unconscious mental process, psychic determination, infinite sexuality, and perhaps most of all, the irrationality of human motivation. Did that have anything to do with what you were thinking? No, huh? It doesn't always.
Motivation?
Yeah.
I guess. Psychic motivation, I guess.
It doesn't always work. Oh, shit. Sometimes it's so accurate. It's like, wow. But maybe me sitting here talking about word magic threw myself off a little bit. But, like, you know, what I do is I tap into any resource that has information in it, right? And, like, you know, you take this book and we put in, brain has made a decision. The decision doesn't have to be conscious. It's a perpetual decision that's created, as a response of smaller neurons into a higher rate of activity. I don't know. It works for me. And I've done it for a few people. I've done reads with people just by flipping through a book. And I'll be like, oh, is this what you're thinking? And they're like, yeah. I don't know. Doesn't always work, like I said. But try it out sometime. Like, give your thoughts. Hold a thought in your mind. Don't look for a title on a book. This is when it works the best, when you're not trying to hold it into one story, right? I'll keep stacks of books everywhere, and I'll hold a thought in my mind or something, a question will come to mind, and you flip it open, and there's your answer. Far-reaching consequences. Nonetheless, the signals have far-reaching consequences. So like what I was just describing, how we can farther reach our grasp. Maybe I shouldn't have smoked weed. Sometimes weed works, sometimes it throws me out. Oh, we are on retrograde. I'll blame it on that. Like Milli Vanilli.
Oh yeah, we're in Mercury retrograde.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, where's my... Oh, all right.
Where was I going with that? What do you guys want to do? You want to do some reads? There's only 2 people's shows I've smoked on. Now you're the second. I smoked on Mother Nature's, and I smoked here. So you're a part of the inner circle now, Lois.
So you threw the game.
Oh boy. All right.
Do you want to know what I was thinking about?
Yeah. You're a pine cone collector too? That's why it threw me off. That's infinite. That's awesome. I like the pine cone.
That's cool.
So, Alex, tell us a little something, man.
What topic?
Let's pick one. Tell us a little bit about your experience
Oh,
of, I want to say love, or let's use love. The waters of emotion that are being bestowed upon us. How do you feel about it?
it's challenge for everybody, but everybody has a different part they need to work on. But yeah, I'm feeling it, and it's opening up. Compared to, let's say, a year ago, my heart chakra is more open now. I feel it. I feel energy also around my heart. So yeah, that's been positive, you can say. Yeah.
That's cool. You know, I like how you said that. I'm kind of having. I feel when the heart chakra activates, it feels like a whirlpool inside my chest, right? But vocalizing love is still a problem for me. Now, I've gotten to the points where I've balanced all my chakras, but I'm still in, like you're saying, it's still an adjustment to walk around and be love. Even though I'm a Cancer and I hold all kinds of love, it's hard to really express it.
Yeah. You have to, yeah, be love, but try to do your best, but not everybody has the same intention, so if you go too weak in people are going to take advantage of that. That's the reality.
Yeah.
What's your number?
Which one was it? I'm actually in a nakshatra dealing with that right now, trying to learn how to deal with it.
What's your number?
My number?
Yeah. What's your numerology number?
Life path number.
My numerology number?
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
That's the one that is.
So you're
369. Yeah, the 3 has always stuck with me throughout my whole life. The 369 because of the Cancer sigil. 69, 369. That's what I used to look at as a kid. When I grew up, it fell into place more with the actual things I was learning, like how to decipher codes and how to interpret occults and see through doctrines. To me, it's been like a ever-loving cheat code. And it's easy to use, you just give praise every time you see the number 3, 6, or 9. And it starts to help you. It's really hard to take that look on anything. Like, right now, I'm holding just air, right? But I'm not. I'm holding actually 2 cubic meters of energy that is phenomenal. It exceeds any energy we know of. So when you can let go of the fact that it's not only air, it adds some substance to it. We see that it's energy. It's manipulative energy. You can use it or it can use you. So I started doing things like, my shuffles going 3s. I would cut my food into 3s. I would walk with like 9 steps and shift. I used to count angles. I was a plumber, so
Tesla did that, like walk 3 times around the building before entering it.
Yeah. And when I found that out, who taught me about Tesla more? My daughter. my daughter started, she took psychology and she studied Tesla and John Dee and all these other people. And she's like, do you know that you do things like Nikola Tesla? So I started researching Tesla, because before that point, all I really knew of Tesla was the movie The Prestige. And when I started learning that, I'm going, whoa, you know, because Odin is actually the number 9. And it started to make sense. Everything in my life started falling into place. And this was about, like, number 3 is my favorite. So I like to say 3 years ago, but actually, I don't know. Time seemed to have fucked up on me. But a few years ago, she was telling me these things, and I started looking into Tesla and comparing Tesla to Odin, to Indra, to Merlin, and to all of these deities, like, you know, I don't like saying Anunnaki because they don't sound like that. That's not their name. That's what the humans gave them, those from above. There's no way to interpret their voice or their sound. I've tried. There's no possible way. But, you know, there's stories about these interdimensional beings that come through bodies of humans. So that kind of furthers the fact of this can't be real. We're getting downloads because we're probably hooked up like the astronauts get hooked up to that psycho drug, sitting in a chair somewhere, and we'll wake up and we'll have been gone for 1 minute, and we've lived all of these eternities here on this earth. So I started comparing Nikola Tesla with all of the deities I've studied in my life. And it blew me away, man. There's some real, and then like how to tap into energetic magic. Like my grandfather used to teach me about the Kemet sciences and the Gnostic teachings, and how to draw energy from the universe whenever. You know how many times I should have been dead from not being healthy, and I actually did. But knowing certain things to do and say kind of replenishes life and helps you rebuild faster. And, you know, learning these things it freaked me out. I don't know how I was born so lucky to be a part of this, but I was, and it's amazing. It's crazy. What's your guys' numbers?
I'm a 4.
You're a 4? You're a divine supporter. Yeah, you're a divine supporter. 3 is a divine teacher. What do you use, Lois?
I'm trying to reach the master number 22.
Oh, you're 22? You're a parent. You're a divine parent. You're like a... Because how it goes is it goes 0. 1 doesn't exist. 2 is the parents, like the twins within. 3 is the parent, spirit, the vibration, and the child. 4 is the divine support, because now there's duplicate of 2, so there's 2 divine support. 5 is where things shift. 6 is a change. 7 is the new directive. 8 is the infinite loop. We get trapped in the 8. And 9 is the transformation out of the infinite loop. So we've got a teacher, a parent, and a supporter. That's pretty awesome.
A teacher, a parent, a supporter?
Yeah, like Lois would be the 2, the parents. I'm the child that, like, okay, like, you know, I was just saying how that energetic deity comes through the bodies, right? So that's what a parent and a parent come together, and we're the child. So we're all children. We're all 3s anyways. But still, like spiritually, astrally, this is what we are. Lois would be one of the parents, or a combination of both the parents. I'd be the child, and you're the supporter, the dual parents.
That's number 44?
Yeah. In esoteric and occult and just crazy, weird science theories. That's what those numbers actually mean. So there's never a 1 and there's never a 10. There's 0, 2, through 9, and 0 again.
But that's not numerology.
Yeah.
That's different.
I can go kind of geeky on that.
But yeah, with you, the 3 is the talker, the speaker. Very like to communicate with people and talk. So that's the
that's that.
Yeah.
That's that Mercury. Right? That's cool. No wonder we all get along all the time. I'm always watching you guys' thing. I'm like, wow, I was just thinking that. But, you know, it's not too bad here, man. I go in some chat rooms and we're like, we can't hear each other because of this big old lag. This one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What you thought I was? I mean, what you thought my chat room was? I don't understand.
Well, the lagging, when I go to like Hangouts or even with Brian, I get such a big lag of interference that we're literally like stepping on each other's words. But then again, Brian is a Mercury. He's a Gemini. I haven't done his Vedic yet. So Geminis are, maybe we're just both communicators.
Oh yeah, Brian is Brian is a 3. Life path 3, same as you.
Yeah.
I'm a 4, so they say what security, stability, and the foundation. I'll put it together. So, you know, I ain't all about having to be on the front line. I listen to y'all too.
You're the parent, and the parents, you know, that's what I've been getting into with the neuroscience. It just goes into light, vibration, and matter, so that could go spiritually. And that's like every parent. What do we want for our kids? Like, you know, we want to support them.
Yeah, I listen to y'all talk. So, you know, I don't have to be frontline or I don't have to run it. You know, this is, you know, layback.
Right? Yeah. All right. I like that.
You know, it's always been laid back.
You never sent me your message or your address because I lost it. I still got your headache medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so message me or whatever. And then I've got a new scent I made the other day.
Okay.
This one smells really good. I like that how you grab the pine cones, girl. That's cool.
How do it?
The pine cones?
Oh yeah. That's what the pineal gland. If you could say the pineal gland or something, you know, it'd have been like what I probably would have been thinking about, or somewhere up in the brain area, you know. Like I'm gonna say pine cone, because when you said something, that's the first thing that hit my mind. So, you know, I was thinking that's when I looked over there, I'm like, pine cones. Because I looked over there, I know you couldn't see what I was looking at. So, you know, I got like my 2 pine cones. I got my stones over here, all my little stones and everything sitting over here. Just all my little stuff just piled over there to the cone, and you can't see it, but I got all my little stuff over there.
Maybe I shouldn't have thrown that book then.
Huh?
I probably shouldn't have thrown the book, because you were talking about the pineal gland, and I was talking about the receptors in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what I get when I doubt myself. Weed makes me doubt myself.
wheat works different on every people.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I've got some potions here that when they're done, I tried them the other day, but they're not fully ready yet. I can't wait to try those. Oh, I'll send, you know what, Lois? I'll send you some of this too. Every time I take this potion, it heightens my awareness. Like things come in the next weeks or so is like raising to a new layer.
Okay.
Nice.
What was like reading your horoscope, Julia? What you speaking of?
For me, I'm Virgo in Vedic and Western. I'm Virgo in both, so that's, yeah. Doesn't change for me. Yeah.
So you're an air sign too. You're
No, I'm a earth sign.
See, you're dual parent. You're like the mother holding the new 3 within. That's a 4. So, oh wow.
I'm 44. It reduced to 8.
That's crazy. That's cool. Anya's a 4 too, or Mercury. We're always talking, having a good time.
Yeah, Mercury. I think it rules Virgo.
What is Lois?
I'm right here.
No, what's your sign?
Cancer.
In Vedic?
Are you on the cusp of Gemini?
I'm not sure. I think it's Gemini in Vedic. I'm not sure.
No, I mean like, what's your date?
Oh, June 22nd, 1974.
Yep, you pull in the more of the 2, the twins. See, I love astrology.
I love numerology and astrology. Yep. You can combine them both.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mary is also a life path 3. Desert Rose a 9. I think somebody else also put in here. They're also a 9. Oh yeah, and Paul from Newcastle is also a 9.
You said I'm a Gemini in Vedic?
No, you're just on the cusp, so you lean more towards Gemini.
I know I'm on the cusp, yeah. But
I'm a 24. I'm a 24, so it just leans a little heavier Cancer than it does Gemini. But if you turn me in Vedic, I'm an Aquarius. And that's where I get my... I was really like wondering when I started this channel, I'm like, I kept drawing in a lot of Saturn people. And I was like, what's the deal? And I kept getting messages from Saturn. And I'm like, what is the deal? So I started to really open my mind into Vedic rather than, the bad experience I had with it before. I really ventured into Vedic and I found the mathematical sequence in it. And believe me, I don't have this memorized. It's written in a book. And I found out that I'm a Aquarius and my house would be Jupiter in Aquarius, which is Saturn's house. Kind of crazy. You know how, I'm sure you know how to do this, Alex. You know how to take your D1 and D9 chart and find your strongest degree planet on your D1, find it in the D9, and that's like your purpose in life.
Oh no, I'm not studying the Vedic astrology chart. No, it's deep. I'm more into numbers.
Oh, well, see, this way of doing Vedic is numbers. It's math.
Oh.
It's pretty cool. Like, what you do is now I've been going to Cafe Astrology because I'm not paying for Yiddish calculator. No way. You have to have an iPad or a Macintosh computer. I'm not doing it. So I've been going to Cafe Astrology, and it'll pull up your zodiacal and I forgot the other word, but it's like a D1 and a D9. You don't look for your sun or your moon, although those are going to empower what you actually are. You look in the first chart for the strongest planet, and it's going to have the highest numbered degree in it. You take that and you transfer it over. Where is that planet in the other chart, the D9, right? And that's how I found out Jupiter was in Aquarius on my D9. And I think it was in, I don't know, it was in another sign on the D1. So you take that, and then there's a sequence of ways to find out your 3 ones, your mind, body, and soul. And then there's another way to take and find off of you do a little calculations off of the highest planet and the next degree planets, and you arrange them on your zodiac houses and directions. Then you go through and, where is that? Like for, I actually paid for this. It was $250 to learn all this. But I found the depth in it through another teacher, like what its actual depth meant. So then you would go to like, what planet is in Aries or Scorpio? You take the strongest planet, the one that overpowers the other, and you would put that rune sigil on south, where I have Mars. And then you go through Taurus and Libra, same thing, southeast. Gemini, Virgo, strongest one, north. Sag, Pisces, northeast. Cap, Aquarius, west. Cancer, northwest. Leo, east. And then whatever's left over goes into the southeast, your unconscious. And this is how you do your mantras to your truest essence of your planetary energies. You know which ones are your 3 ones. You know who's working for you, who's not really participating much, where they're working, what they're doing for you, how to call them, how to praise them, how to use the energies. And then I use a form of chi exercises to draw on those. It's kind of cool, man.
Yeah, that was very interesting.
I'll do an uploaded class after I get through the wheel, because this is what I'm kind of making a class on, build your own wheel. When you're done with this, when you have things like retrogrades, right, you'll feel funny, right? So you go and check who's in retrograde, you know? You're like, oh, Mercury. So you shift a couple planets to counteract the retros of Mercury, and it'll uplift your spirit. And you do little mantras or galders, because Sanskrit and the runes actually have the same seed sounds. So you'll do the mantras or galders to these new energies where you have to realign them. And it'll rebalance your kundalini, stabilize your mind, radiate your soul, and give a purpose to your intuition. And you'll be able to live a better life. So after I do the wheel, and everybody knows how to build their wheel, I'll get into how to empower yourselves without really harming anybody, you know, using, like we're talking about, those little qubits of energy in the air to feed us as a nutrients to produce new results. This is how I get so lucky to where, you know, I can, if I set my mind on something, I will gain prosperity off of it, and it won't do any damage to the balance because you're drawing straight from the air. Kind of cool.
Yeah. There's a truth mentioned Aries and Scorpio Mars in planet. Is the planet. Mars is the planet?
Oh, yeah, for Aries and Scorpio, yeah, Mars. But Cancer on Western or tropical zodiac, Cancer's governor, like the moon is the owner of the house, but Mars is the secondary in Cancer. So no matter what astrology you use, these simple tools, like I actually learned this process from theology and learning Western astrology first. And it shows your top 5. It shows your dominant house or dominant planets in the house. And then, just it took a whole year of learning astrology. But for most people, it takes like 10 years to learn all this astrology. So yeah, I could keep going on rambling about it, but I mean.
No, if you have the desire for it, you learn it very quickly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, okay, let's see.
I know I have Mars in 12th house in the Vedic astrology. Yeah. I have Ketu in 1st house with Mercury, Sun, and Venus.
Oh, good. Then you've got the great blessings of Ketu. That means you have Sun and Venus backing up Ketu. So for you, if you were to set up an idol or whatever, like I like the idol for Ketu, either a Naga snake or a Grim Reaper figure on the east of your home, and every morning you woke up and said a mantra to Ketu, it'll give you the full blessings of all of your soul desires. Now, this don't mean you'll make $1 million, but if that's your soul desire, you'll make $1 million. Ketu is a very great blesser. A lot of people see him as the destroyer, but that's because a lot of people have too much inner hidden things under their masks. When you can see that the figure of Ketu representing like the Grim Reaper figure, you can see that although death comes, new life comes instantly after. And so that's the good aspects of Ketu. It can bless you with a beautiful life. Or if you don't like Ketu, it could be like, well, fine then, go to hell.
Yeah. What's your moon nakshatra?
My moon nakshatra, I don't know yet. I haven't calculated it. I have it written down. I have a few. I'm ordering the book, but what I feel my moon nakshatra was Indra. I feel that it was Indra.
Which number is that?
I'm not sure. Let me see.
On the list, because there's 27. I'm the 9 number is Ashlesha. The 9 follow me everywhere. Yeah. That's you can say the serpent symbol.
Okay, mine is either in Jayeshta or no, that's not a nakshatra. Yeah, I think mine's in Jayeshta or yeah, it has to be Jayeshta. That's the only one I wrote down. What I'm doing is I have these all studied in sequence, and I'm going through them, and as I'm learning, okay, like if you're to go up of the ecliptic or lunar cycle of the Druids, mine would align with the Oaken Druid, the Saturn in Vedic, the Serpent in Mayan, and what the fuck was that other one? Oh, and the Chariot in Western, the aligner. So I'm not sure yet on the nakshatras. I'm still working with those. Because what I'm doing is dissecting everything that I've learned to take on this new teaching where I'm feeling more draws to it. But for some reason, when I go into these visions too, I'm seeing a body what you would see in Jayestra, which is Indra. And then my grandfather, when I was a kid, used to tell me I was Thor. And I've also gone on journeys where I see this, because Thor and Indra would be the same deity. When I go into others, I see this star light yellowed eyed creature, and like the tails of Zeus has like gleaming stars for eyes. It's a lot to put into order. But when you actually are like, when you're not stoned, or when I'm not stoned and I can read it, it makes a lot of sense. But I get the rest of my books tomorrow, so I'll dive into that.
Cool.
Studying astrology has been like the final piece I was missing from everything I was looking up in my life. It really just overlaid over everything I ever saw and brought clarity to it. Let me pull these out. I said we were going to sing on your channel. You guys want to sing?
Okay, but
Come on, girl.
we up here talking about sex magic in the chat room.
Oh, okay. You know, not to sound too prideful or whatever, but I kind of have that effect on chat rooms.
How to get some reading glasses. Glasses on glasses off.
That's it, I'm going.
Hi, Paul. No, it was this thing, you know, they've been talking about, you know, when you reach that climax, you know, people have a thing about saying, oh God. And you're giving the power away to God because you're saying, oh God.
Well, you know, that's why that was kind of a vanity trick of Creator Source, right? When Creator Source built the clitoris, he put it in a spot that was so hard to find that when men found it, the women had to praise God, be like, oh God.
So, you know, it's saying like you're kind of giving your power away. So what they were saying, you know, Jeff came up with an idea about putting sigils on each other's forehead. So that way you can remember what to say when the time comes. Y'all have it on each other's forehead.
Oh man. That would work.
Yeah.
You know what I would write on the spouse's head? I would write their sister's name. Oh. Hang on real quick.
And, you know, so you can manifest, you know, because, you know, that, you know, it's supposed to be powerful magic, so you can. We never thought about sigils on the forehead, but I'm like, I don't know if that would work, but you know, to each their own, you know, they can try it.
Yeah, manifest their sisters on their forehead.
Yeah.
That goes to a really corny joke about redheads and how to activate a Bronco. You lock down on their legs and you call out their sister's name.
What?
Okay, let's change the subject because I got all kinds of dirty jokes.
That's fun. Hey, it's good to laugh. Laugh is good for the body.
That's right. It's the best healer.
Yeah. It is.
Oh goodness. Okay, Mary.
Man, I don't like how my face looks on that screen. Oh well. So what brought you into what was like one of the key things that let you recognize that you guys were waking up? Like what? I know a lot of people have like these crazy, like I did. I had some crazy things growing up. But what led you to your first signs?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't know. When I was like 8 years old, I was watching
Wow.
Lifetime on alien abduction. So, yeah, and I think I don't know. I always was a person that I love to learn new things, and I was watching a lot of Discovery Channel, and then I also learned about the F-117 that they had like secret for 10 years before they released it to the public. They also mentioned the Aurora project. That was like when I was 12 or 13 or something, and after that, I watched documentary. Yeah, Who Killed the Electrical Car? Then I found out that the government is involved with the government, the car company, and the oil company. They already have green energy out there or anti-gravity. They are just holding it back to keep making money out of oil. So
That's right.
if those technology come out, everything would fall because everything runs on oil. So
you know, somebody made a smaller version and a different design to Tesla's coil, right? And it's about the size of a frisbee, and it can power an entire house. But he's actually saying it can power an entire city, and he's not getting anywhere because he was offered to buy his project to disclose it, just put it on the shelf, and he said, "I didn't do that."
Like most if you don't do that, then yeah, I know what's gonna happen then. But do you know how many watt or megawatt, if it was powering a city, how much megawatt would it produce then?
I'm not sure. It was a couple months ago. It just came up. I saw an article in Facebook, so I went and looked it up, and then it's on YouTube too, but I don't remember the guy's name. I'll have to go through the Facebook things and see. I have a lot of people on Facebook that, you know, they use Facebook to monitor and surveil us. We use it to spread knowledge.
Exactly.
Or I use it to like.
We use it to communicate and spread knowledge.
Yeah.
We don't post what we're doing, what we're eating, or something like that.
I know, right? How lame is that, man? Do you guys want to see a picture of my quiche? Get out of here. No, you're going to give me the munchies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's when I got to Holland that I had, when I was 19, I went to live there to continue studying at the university for sustainable technology. And there I had all the time for myself to study the things I want. The school for me it was easy, but I didn't dedicate much to the school. When I got home from school, I just went and watched documentary after documentary. That's what I was watching. Yeah, I got all the time. I think in 2 years I got a lot of knowledge.
You know, that school was boring, so infinitely boring for me. That I would just, when it come time for tests, I would just look at it, find the most reasonable answer, and put it. And I always got very good grades when I participated. But it got so boring that I just left. I would spend most of my time, like, you know, I've had these weird experiences all my life with deities and stuff since I can remember since back to 5. But in school, I would go and actually just allow my thoughts to go, take whatever my grandparents taught me, and go look for things about it. You know, documentaries, books, libraries, when I wasn't raising hell, you know, because I lived a very cultured life. So in between my raising hell or trying to survive or getting into trouble or dropping out of school, I was in libraries or I would study books at home, read mythologies, and go find documentaries about them. And it would make sense to the what the hell is this that I'm living type of mentality I had, because I could never figure it out. I mean, most of my life I kept my mouth shut because when I was young I would speak, and things that I would say, things that I'd be looking right at, people started to say, well, that's weird, so when I got into mythologies and learning and numbers and history, archaeological digs, it just started answering questions to like, okay, that's what you are. You're not.
Did you watch Graham Hancock with his archaeology presentation? What he discovered on his adventure, you can say.
Tell me what he discovered. I'll tell you if I watched it.
Yanugani, the first, he dived on that site, the coast of Japan, with the structures under the water.
No, I haven't actually seen that.
Oh, yeah. Ancient service. He's a legit archaeologist, you can say.
And this is in Japan?
Yeah, that's in Japan. Yanugani, there's more sites like that. So on that, you can see before the flood, there were a lot of advanced civilization active around the world. Because like India and I forgot the other big island near India. Oh, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka and India were connected. Between Sri Lanka and India, there's a lot of structure under there, under the ocean floor. So that's another one. And between England and Holland, also they found structures under the water. They found here in the Caribbean also. They also found 2 giant crystal pyramid made out of crystal in the Bermuda Triangle with sonar. With
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta check that out, man. That stuff's intriguing.
Yeah.
I used to watch documentaries on like the Egyptians.
That wasn't that wasn't a documentary. He was, well, yes. I watched some documentary. I watched more presentation. People give him presentation of the research at a PowerPoint. That's what he gave.
Oh, okay.
You can find his videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll check that out. What's it called?
Just search Graham Hancock. He has a lot of presentation.
Graham Hancock.
He wrote a book called The Fingerprints of the Gods.
Oh, I've heard that book. I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's a well-known book. Oh yeah, also Desert Rose asked Grey Wolf to use that book on me. I'll think of something if he can.
All right. I saw that too.
Oh yeah, Robin Pyramid underwater in Bermuda Triangle. 2 made of crystal. I think they found also in the ocean floor on the Pacific Ocean of Mexico, on the west side of Mexico. They found a pyramid there, giant one.
Yeah. A couple years ago, they were trying to say that there was these aquatic beings stealing babies down there, and they tried to show a blurry picture of the structures around that pyramid, and it looked like, of course it looked like a being, but it was a statue. It looked like a being holding a baby, and of course the water's moving, so it looked alive. But it was a statue of a female holding her baby, and with algae and kelp all over it. I remember hearing about that. That was cool what they found down there, but I think at the time, I think I just started going to a church, and they were like freaking out about it. And I'm like, dude, have you ever been underwater? Like, you ever swam in a lake? Shit looks like that.
But if that was moving, that means the current was pretty high.
Yeah. It was just slightly waving, and it looked like a lady like rocking this baby, and it looked like a human baby, and then the kelp on her head, of course, looked like some aquatic demon. And I went to the church for a couple weeks when I was trying to straighten things out with the pill addictions, and I knew why I didn't like churches before that. It's like, man, you guys make mountains out of molehills. You guys are really screaming about, you're crying about some statues and damning every mythology from existence. And not to mention I was called a witch, so that didn't help. All right. Desert Rose, hold something in your mind.
The biggest pyramid, but they don't want to recognize it as a pyramid. If they want the one they found in Bosnia, that one is really big. Bosnia, Europe, Eastern Europe.
I'll have to look into some of these.
Yeah.
Let me know in chat when you're ready. I got that you're ready.
Desert, are you ready?
I think she is. Yeah. All right. It says, I'm looking for a treasure, said the boy, immediately regretting have said it. But the Englishman appeared not to attach any importance to it. In a way, so am I, he said. I am the leader of the caravan, said a dark-eyed, bearded man. I hold the power of life and death for every person I take with me. The desert is a capricious lady, and something she drives men crazy. Are you flirting with me? Now, did that make any sense to you? Uh-oh, I think she's blushing. Right on. Well, you got a message from somebody in your lineage that had dark eyes and a bearded man. Sounds to me like a balancer, maybe a ancient ancestral god that's here to show you the balance of death and life. And we've just been talking about that too. So, you know what I've noticed about infinite signals? Infinite signals could be like, we're having this conversation that comes up out of the book, Balancer of Death and Light. Then you'll go and read astrology, what's in the sky, and something in the sky will also pertain to that. And then you'll turn on a random movie, and that random movie will be talking about that. Then you switch over to politics, and the politics are talking about the same subject. Then you go on your meditations, and you pick up, it's just like one little thing, like Desert from her. In my experience, like, okay, I had a multi-dimensional dream. I was getting, you do know an Englishman with a beard? See, and that's how it will start unraveling. I had a multi-dimensional dream about me actually not trusting my signals, and I was attacked by a bunch of shamans. But they were on bus, and they were the security guards on the bus. I wake up to my brother's phone ringing me. He's calling me. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, Well, I got offered a job as a security guard on a bus, but I have a bad feeling about it. Later on, something else opened up from that dream, and it was like something to do with not doing the proper rituals to blending Mayan astrology with the other ones I was studying. It's kind of crazy. That's how things kind of roll out. And it's strange. It still kind of makes me, I question it a lot because it's been my life to like understand how does something just come in pure essence of elemental magics and mean eternities of knowledge. And I guess we're going to be coming out of that soon, coming out of the waters and recognizing the two angry towers that the Mother Moon and Father Sun will be looking down upon. Surely a time for judgment. But judgment don't have to be bad. Look at in that card. Let me see if I can. I've got the Temperance. In that card, where is it? What is the judgment card blowing trumpets upon? Dead people, waking them back up to life. This is what we're coming upon. Oh, I can't find it. But he's blowing the trumpet down onto graves, right? And awakening the souls. So that's like a, here we go. All right. I'm going to go a little just psychic interpretation nerd weird right now, okay? We've got.
This is policy here.
The mind is is stabilizing our surroundings and giving us new and balanced skills to lead out of the frozen state. Okay? This is going to bring emotional splendor and transformation to all as everyone picks up their magician abilities, the ability to be zero and be all. And we're the new leaders of this, using our new intuition gifted from the gods to stabilize more and reverse the destruction of the tower, which would be the Christic energy, how it was destroyed upon us before. Inverted tower would be rebuilding, like that old Tower of Babel, through the shock of breaking the chains that were binding us of illusion and deception, ending our struggles, and celebrating. I got the last one was Three of Cups. All right, that's it. I'm putting my psychic nerd stuff down for now. It's crazy, huh? Yeah, okay. I'm glad you were with that, Desert Rose.
Do you use cards too?
Yeah.
I use anything that's near me. I use everything that's near me. I use cards, runes, astrology, books. Let's see what my feed says. On the feed, whatever out there has a word is all part of the same runic rhyme. It's just about finding the key symbols, finding the key words that pop up out of like a statement or a phrase or a picture or a melody and transferring that into a language that we can understand. It's crazy. That's why sometimes when I get on a roll, I just keep rolling through it. I don't want to.
Okay.
That's right.
Is there anybody else in the chat who might like a reading? Because I'm going to be getting off soon.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning. So y'all know what time that is.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I have sleep apnea real bad, y'all. And well, Gray Wolf, you don't know. I have sleep apnea real bad. And at a certain time, my body starts shutting down.
Yeah,
That's
rest
why
is
you don't
important.
see me on late at night or between these hours. I don't ever be, up a long period of time, 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You don't never see me past 10 o'clock. You don't even see me up
Oh,
at 10
yeah.
o'clock. That's why,
Okay.
because my body ain't gonna hold up that long.
All right. Yeah, I can definitely go take a little nature walk. Thanks for having me, Lois.
Wait. We ain't through yet.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for Paul. I was looking for some newer people, Julia and Paul, but I don't think they're in here because I know they haven't had, I don't think they've had a reading from me before.
What I'm picking up, Desert Rose, is this doesn't really represent you. There's somebody around that, kind of boasts their wisdom, like, they're kind of submitting you. Releasing of this person is going to gain you a new strength and bring balance to the situation you've been blinded from. Let's see if we can pull. Oh, you know what would be great for that?
What's that?
To get rid of dominating forces. Because to me, the Hierophant inverted is a dominating force. Like it's somebody who just won't let you be yourself. So we will. Yeah. If I were you, I would say the mullah. No, that's a little too complicated. Yeah, I would do a Venus mantra. I bet your birth chart has a heavy Venus in it. I'm going to type this in the chat for you. Okay, and you would pronounce that Om Namo Bhagavate Hrishikeshaya. Shaya. And what that means is, I bow to the divine warrior who defeats the fundamental elites. So when you're dealing with what I call a pompous windbag, or somebody that's very overbearing and not allowing you much freedom, depriving you of the strength that you naturally possess, that is definitely what the warrior side of Venus would be. Like the warrior princess is Venus. And she'll destroy any over. I thought so. Yeah, well, if you have Venus and Mars, those are like the two levers. Saying that will totally if you just got to wake up in the morning, I don't know where your birth chart is. Wherever, just face the east in the morning and say that mantra, and that will set the power of the sun to amplify Venus throughout your day. And it will give you a more leg in your daily pursuit, as whoever this is submitting you, like, not really allowing you to be who you are. So say that in the morning facing east. And you might want to add some, and then just give praise to the sun always. If you're going to face east, give praise to the sun. And appreciate things on that day, like have like a really sweet drink there, like honey water is really good. And rather than just drink it, put it in your mouth and swash it around. Really indulge on that sweetness and let it worship it, and then swallow it, and then give praise to the sun. And this will empower that. It'll keep you away from anybody trying to pin down your true essence. So, does that make sense? That's good. I'm glad that came through. See, the weed's wearing off now, so I'm feeling a little better.
Okay.
So, how you want to do Paul, or Lois?
Well, I had pulled up some cards because I didn't know she was talking to you at that time. So I had pulled up some cards too.
What'd you get?
I might as well go ahead and read them for her.
Yeah.
I just pulled the room cards, so that's all the cards I pulled for her. I pulled the oath of law. Oh Lord, I can't speak now. Oath of law card. And this card says, this is the ancestral property card. Aid in spiritual and physical journeys. Source of safety. Spiritual heritage. You feel free. This card also represents the moon card. Intuition, illusions, and fantasy. But that should be no surprise to you.
Right.
I pulled the Ewas card. That's the U tree. Stability, doing the right things, patience, endurance, strength, reliability, enlightenment, defense, protection, a sense of purpose. Hangman. This card represents the hangman. Sacrifice and release. Thoros card. Seeing the future. This card is luck protection. It says you see the truth. Open the gate to see the future. Purging, cleansing fire. Conflict. This card also represents the Emperor card. Authority, structure, and control.
That's a perfect balance.
You can do Paul first.
Oh, okay. See, Lois, that's why I look forward to you every morning. That right there, how you pull reads is always in total balance with whatever I pull up.
She's not in here.
All right, let's do Paul from Newcastle. Okay, and then Mary.
She swapped names on me and came back, and then she left again.
Okay, for Paul, You're kind of a grounded knight, like, you take a little bit of time to pursue things, pursue material gains especially, and that would be the Knight of Pentacles. But you do have some pure creative intuition and thoughts. Very clever. You got a good mind for what's right and what's wrong. You have a good mind for what to do. So you're one that ponders a little bit, which is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with taking your time physically to go and seek out what you put together in your mind. That's totally healthy. And we've got the Eight of Cups. And you're seeking an emotional stability. You're seeking something to feel this. And it's kind of, at this point, it's a lot. It's weighing a lot on your mind. So I feel that you have somebody in your sights that you see could be like a twin flame thing or a romance or a relationship. And you're taking a little bit of time because you want to gather up resources. You would like to meet this person on a stable grounds. So go ahead and take your time with those thoughts. Allow them to fulfill. And that way, when you do get this union, it will fill every part of your emotional losses that you've suffered.
And that was for who?
Paul from Newcastle.
Paul. Cool. Hey, Harden, Julia. Maria is back.
Oh, hello, Maria.
What up, Maria?
Yeah, we see. I need my glasses. No.
I'm gonna type this in for Paul.
Okay. Go ahead.
It hasn't stopped. Well, go ahead. You could do the reading. I'm just gonna type it.
Go ahead.
All right. Face south. Face south when you say that in the morning, Paul. Yeah, it would be predominantly south without pulling your birth chart.
Oh, would you finish? Was you finished?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I need to put this back up. I'm looking at the chat. That's my bad, guys. I was trying to look at the chat too. Because I wasn't looking at on my phone. Okay, Paul. I pulled the life experience. Archangel Chamuel. Boy, all these Chamuel, all the angels' names for it. This is a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Time to spread your wings.
Love that card.
And I pulled the constancy card. So be constant in what you're doing. Be constant in what you're doing. And I pulled the sun card. Guidance, hope, success, goals achieved, honor.
That's right. See, it is coming.
The Queen of Fire. Confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. To stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy.
That's right. Setting on all those wonderful thoughts.
And then I got the letter. I pulled the letter. You can receive message from your higher self, from source. It doesn't mean you're going to, necessarily mail in a mailbox. It could be something from your higher self, something from source. Because, you took that stand and, you believed in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then I pulled the hell card. Change according to ideas. Control, crisis, completion, inner harmony. Then I pulled a page of water. Intuitive. Oh Lord. Sensitive, artistic, friendly. And anytime I think of water, I think of purification. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So I don't know what that's about. But I did pull a sweetheart card too.
I know you see how it's rolling in perfect sequence.
I did pull a sweetheart card too. So, but I never did read the card. I seen the sweetheart card, but I didn't read the card. And then I pulled the thorn card, reactive force, directive force, regeneration. So, yeah.
You ready, bud? Start calling her on to you. She's going to come. You know what? I'm going to sing on your channel real quick. This song's for Paul. 'Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Oh, God, it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like I'm getting all alone inside your head. That's from your twin flame, bro. She's looking at you through the glass. Go get her.
Nice.
Super ain't been on that long. You done left and came back. You should have stayed with me for a while. Mary was reading. It hit Mary, and then what did get Mary? And let me see what did what did she say? What did Julia say?
All right. So we're gonna do Mary now, right? Let's shake these up.
Julia might not be you don't feel comfortable doing it. That's all right, Julia. I was just asking, sweetheart. You don't have to get it. I was just asking, sweetheart.
I told Warrior Princess I was going to sing on her channel. One more split. Mary.
No, don't get greedy.
Mary is on a spiritual journey right now. And actually, as I threw it down, it landed on Pisces. So I don't know if Pisces is in your house or if this symbolizes you're starting to finally let go of the Piscean ways, but you're being guided by the gods. That's what the swords represent. Swords represent air, which would be intuition, intellect, or spirits. And this one is the journey over waters in Pisces. So you're actually being guided over an emotional purification, like Sister said, an emotional cleansing. So this would go along with the ruler of Pisces, Jupiter, the Thurisas rune, cleansing and emotional building. Oh, you're over the situation of hearts that had you kind of bound. I think you're in you felt like this was your love of your life. But it was more love of the mind, and that broke your heart. So this is what your spirit guides are helping you with right now. Now let's draw from the moon and the sun. We've got 2 of Wands. Your passion, you have a strong desire to set out on travel, yet you're bound in a spot where you don't feel like you can travel. Taking the first step, and even if it's just a step to a friend's house overnight, is going to totally empower you. From your inner self, what I just say, it's going to fill that cup. We've got the 10 of Cups. That's going to bring your inner spirit and true emotional stability, abundance of love, new beginnings, and celebrations. Now from your Ascended Master, you've already got the wisdom. You know where to go. You have this somewhere set in your mind. You've been invited. You've been welcomed. And all you lack, your mother. Somebody in your family is holding you back. It's okay. We love our family. So I would also do that, the Mars mantra up there. It is the Singhaya. So go up a little bit and see where I put that. I write that down. And then I'm going to hand it over to Lois now. Is Mary still here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she's still. Yeah, there she go.
All right.
She's saying, wow.
Alrighty. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll get off here before your mom gets home, and then I'll go grocery shopping. You wanna go with me? Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. So your spirits are trying to drive you out of Pisces. Did you do that mantra, Paul? If you just did that mantra, that's the feeling that you get. That's awesome, man. I'm happy for you. All right, I'm gonna hand it over to Lois. Let her do her.
Okay. Miss Mary. I pulled a Navi's card, the need card. And it says, appreciate what you have. A time to exercise patience. Face your fears. Endurance, survival, and determination. And this card also represents the devil card. Materialism, addiction, and playfulness. Then I pulled the Berkano card. This is the Birch Goddess. And this card says to be prepared, cautious in what you do, mental and physical persona growth, promise of new beginning, regenerative power, and light of spring. This card represents the Empress card, beauty and creativity. Then I pulled the so really low card, the sun, the circle of completion, wholeness, the path to awareness and self-knowledge, seek change to heal, power, cleansing fire, sword of flame, life force. This card also represents the sun card, joy, success, and positivity. Hello, Doc. You finally came over.
I was gonna say, Doc, everything we were talking about over there in Davy's chat, they were talking the exact same things. We were working on the same brain mentalities.
You finally came over.
Even when I came here, remember how I left there, Doc? I had to spend like a half an hour to cleanse and do a couple of rituals and say a mantra. And even when I came over here, there was so much interference. It was ridiculous. Oh, you're welcome, Mary.
It's why people going to die and they're going to change the world. Something very big going to happen. It's a long story. But Paul, you're gonna have to come on next time and tell me about it and see do we need to do some type of coming together on it, Paul.
I'm not sure if the people are gonna die, but I've had that same. Okay, not too long ago, like in the 90s, there was a census that said there was 9 billion people here on Earth. Now there's no such thing as that census. It doesn't say that. There's only 7 billion on the Earth. I would probably add like a 2.5 billion people might disappear, but these are programs in the illusion that weren't really here anyways. They were hinders on our, they're like a hologram. Paul. Oh, you felt that way before 9/11? You're welcome, Mary.
Oh, that's pretty awful.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Doc. Oh, I didn't interrupt you, did I, Lois?
No. I just put her the room deck because Mary is already powerful and she knows it.
I know, right? I know she did have a lot of swords in her cards. She is pretty intuitive. There was a minute that I was kind of getting between her, Max Vision, Medman, and that other dude. I can't remember his name. I was getting like, what the hell is going on here? And I had to back out for a little bit and go, okay, it wasn't her, it wasn't him. Sorry. So there's my formal apologetic for that. Sometimes when you get the signals from others, we always want to defend first. So I was like, dude, what are you doing, man? And then I was also getting a couple people interfering. But yeah, she is. She's got a very keen intuition.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Did we have anybody else that wanted to read?
No, I think that was it. So
okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta get ready to go shopping.
Sometimes, so I didn't haven't been on for quite some time. I hope they don't cut my video short. But we have been on for. I had said I was going to read Postman start cutting it off at 2, and then coming back on because they sometimes cut my video short, and I don't know why. So we've been on for how long now? I've been on. I came on in what about?
How long?
So, I have no idea.
4 hours. I've been on for almost 4 hours. So hopefully they don't cut my video down because sometimes when it's uploaded to YouTube and we go back to watch it, I lose like an hour of my video time.
Yeah.
When it reruns back on YouTube, and I don't know why my video's been cut.
I mean, that doesn't make sense because like Mother Nature will go on for like 5 or 6 hours and it'll still be on there. Let's
do it to mine. I don't know why I do it to mine, but I've been having that problem.
Well, let's light some sage and we'll send it off with that. I'll light it off my candle I lit for the group.
Well, I done lit 2 sage sticks.
I go through so much sage, I have to go out in the desert and pull more.
Lighting up for good measures. I've been lighting them up. Been having to.
No, it's a good tool to keep. But yeah, I go through more sage than wow. Always dealing with cleansings. But it's good. I'm helping other people cleanse.
And your voice is trying to crack a little bit. So if they
here?
it was trying to. So whatever they finna try to do is we finished anyway.
Right? Namaste, y'all.
We finished anyway, man.
That's right.
So y'all don't even mostly try because we already finished. So now you ain't got to even try that anymore.
That's right. Well, I had a blast. Thank you, Lois and Alex and Mary or Maria. It was definitely fun.
That was fun. Alex, I always enjoy you. You the main one I always pull in no matter what. If it just meant Alex, it's like, Alex, where you at?
Right? Yeah, he's got that chill approach to him too. I like that.
Laid back. It's always laid back this way, I invite anybody, to come on and just chill, and sit back and just chat.
Yeah.
And this is always what it's been, and it always be a good time for everybody to just sit back and chat. It ain't about who knows what. It's just about sharing information.
That's right.
All about.
That's the best way.
And maybe doing some
Had a great time.
for the chat. We do some card reads for the chat.
And you know what? The lag on your channel, there's no lag on your channel. I like that.
There's no what?
No lag.
Oh, no. Well, it depends on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I like that. It was very easy to talk.
Before you came on, everybody's YouTube shut down. Not just my stuff, but the people in the chat room, everybody's cut off.
Yeah.
I don't know where y'all had that problem over there.
Well, just with me.
But ours, mine, and everybody in my chat room shut down.
On the chat with Doc, I got shut out of the call, and then Inspirational Touch was in the chat, and she got shut out of the chat and had to recall, and she had to go back to the page. That's crazy.
Yeah, but they said a comment came close by something that interfered with the connection or something, and the whole YouTube went down for a minute and came back up.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. That's crazy.
But, because I
had a great time. And thank you.
It wasn't my Zoom.
Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Angel, besides me, for the subscription. And I'm definitely glad. And thank you guys for the reads. I always like to thank people I give reads to as well for sharing the connection.
Oh, yeah.
It creates a more positive collective. So thank you guys very much. And thank you, Lois and Alex, for having me on. Mary or Maria, Truth Seeker.
Don't be scared to come back.
I won't now. You got the global hit.
Hey, you ain't gotta be scared to come back. I mean, this is us laid back. We just laid back.
I like it.
There's no doctrine or no way to go, no certain way we do it. It's not scripted.
Yeah, I don't like scripts. I tried when I first started my channel, I tried making scripts and I ended up ripping them up after. What would happen is I had a few people I was connected to. So remember I kept saying to Anya, I don't like to write. I wouldn't write because as I would write the script, as I was writing my script, these people that I used to associate with on YouTube would pop up and they're saying word for word what I wrote down. And I'm like, well, that was pointless. So, yeah, I just shoot from the hip too. But we'll have to do this again. I'll be looking for you.
All right, dear.
All right, girl. Take it easy.
Thank you, Alex, as always. Thank you, chat. Thank y'all for being here with me. I am love. We are love.
That's
Thank you
right.
for watching.
Namaste.
Namaste.